would like to welcome now on stage Mr. Serge QUAZZOTI, the president of our beloved jury, to open the award distribution.
Dear Minister, dear young scientists, Mr. President, Madam Director, dear colleagues, members of the jury, ladies and gentlemen. In a few moments, I will be presenting the winners of the 2024 edition of the Concours des Jeunes Scientifiques, but I would like to use the time I'm honored to have been allotted to share a few thoughts on the importance of young scientists and our Luxembourg contest. Over the last 8 years, a period during which I have had the privilege to be a member of the jury, we have seen a gradual increase in the number of projects and participants in the Young Scientists competition. This year, we have 57 projects and 83 candidates. But what is even more important is the constant increase in quality of the projects, something that has not gone unnoticed by the jury. Many young scientists come back every year, pursuing their work on a project with great passion and improvements, or having come up with lots of ideas, come back several years in a row with an ingenious solution to a technical problem or other. I therefore wish to congratulate all those young people for their diligence and perseverance, those who start with a small project and who, a few years later, are rewarded for their efforts by being amongst the finalists in the competition. Furthermore, the development of the Fondation Jeunes Scientifiques alumni network shows that many of those who have taken part in the contest go on to pursue successful careers in science and engineering. All this is good news, because overall we will need a large pool of talents to contribute to the scientific progress and technological developments that our society will need in the future. Knowing that recruiting talents has become a major issue for a country's scientific and economic competitiveness, I'm convinced that having a pool of young talents in Luxembourg is not at all a luxury. This is how the Young Scientists of Luxembourg competition and all other similar competitions in Europe and around the world can be seen as a talent forge that play an important role in ensuring the next generation of young scientific talents. I wish to congratulate the Fondation Jeunes Scientifiques Luxembourg on its development over recent years. Its activities now go far beyond organizing the competition. It has become a welcoming platform available to every young person interested in any scientific or engineering discipline. Its very first objective is to encourage and support them in developing their interests so that it turns into a passion, which is an essential quality found in most good scientists. Furthermore, thanks to Science Next initiative, young people are given the opportunity to receive training and acquire knowledge and skills relating to scientific working methods that they can apply directly to their projects. However, as its name suggests, the Concours Jonk Fuerscher is also a contest, with the aim of selecting the best projects and granting them the top awards. What is a Nobel Prize or other prestigious award for an experienced scientist is, for a young scientist, the reward of being able to represent Luxembourg at one of the few prestigious international competitions for young scientists, whether in the United States, Taiwan, China, or in Europe. In a few moments, we will be announcing the winners of the 2024 edition and who will represent Luxembourg with its project at these competitions. Over the last few years, the jury, together with the foundation, have gradually adapted the way the Luxembourg competition works, so that we now have a way of working that is challenging, fun, and attractive for the young people, while enabling us to judge and select the best project as objectively as possible. It is indeed a true scientific competition that is well aligned with the way major international competitions operate. And as Susanna just have given some examples before, the fact that some of our young prize winners have gone on to win several prizes in recent years in some of these major international contests is an excellent testimony to this achievement. I wish to thank all my colleagues on the jury, on the panel of juries, for their voluntary commitment. We are now a team of 18 experts covering all scientific and engineering disciplines from public institutions, universities, and public research centers, as well as private companies. Given the number of projects that has to be assessed and the numerous meetings required, this represents a substantial workload to each of them. Finally, I would like to congratulate all the young scientists who have taken part in this year's 53rd edition of the Concours Jeunes Scientifiques on their participation, and I encourage them all to come back again next year. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Serge, for your amazing speech. But before we start with the awards distribution, we have a few questions lined up for you. So first question is, dear Serge, according to what criteria are the works of young researchers evaluated?
Yeah. So during the last years, we have worked out a set of criteria that we use to evaluate the different projects. So the first criteria is the paper form. So if it is nicely presented, if there are not too many faults in the text. And then what is very important, of course, is the scientific quality. So if we find the scientific methodology behind, and then we also look very much then on the presentation. So we walk through all the stands during half a day, and then the jury members have the time to evaluate each presentation of the project which is done by each participant.
Thank you very much. Knowing that there are there's a high number of juries, do they really come quickly together do the jury quickly agree together during the deliberation?
No, that's a quite difficult exercise, and the exercise becomes more and more difficult due to the fact that the overall quality of the projects is really increasing. So we really see an increase from year to year of the level, scientific level of project. So that makes it more and more difficult to come to results. So yesterday we took more than 3 hours to come to the final results that we will present in a moment.
So that's actually what I want to ask. What is your impression of this year's projects, and also how do you compare that to the last 3 years? And what do you think about future, in terms of the future?
Yeah. So the jury is really impressed by the quality of the project. So as I said just before, so we really observe an increasing number of projects. And I think something that is also very positive is that we also see an increasing number of Luxembourgish schools participating in the projects. If a few years ago we had a very limited number of schools who participated, so now we can really say that we have a representative number of Luxembourgish schools participating in the contest.